If you're interested in buying Fallout 76 caps, weapons or items, check out easynpc.com and use my code DTDG for 5% off via the link in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. Today I want to cover Fallout 76 Expeditions, something that's coming in 2022, and there was a lot of rumours, a lot of lies, wait, not so much lies, but just misinformation that people were spreading, saying stuff like it's not coming to PlayStation, it's just going to be daily ops. And to be honest, I was meant to make this video like last week or the week before, and I kind of got busy with all the other news that came up. So let's discuss it, let's go into details, and let's have a look at what we know. If you've enjoyed, don't forget to hit the like button, and of course, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Now let's jump straight in. Alright, so the main kind of rumours going in, like I just briefly touched on, was there was a lot of stuff because of the Microsoft deal. A lot of people were spreading this information about how it's going to be Xbox and PC only, and a lot of people were claiming like, oh, well, you know, they're screwing us over with this. This is the way Microsoft's going to get us because of this deal, and PlayStation's going to get left behind. That is not the case. There was a lot of people seeing this on Reddit, Twitter, all sorts. A lot of people getting very kind of scared and worried about the whole situation, and it's not true. As you can see here, here's a little screenshot from a news article I found, as well as I've seen it in many other places by, like, I think Lady Devan said it somewhere that it's coming to PlayStation. If I can find it, I will post it on video as well. But as you can see, it is coming to PlayStation. So don't worry if you're a PlayStation player. We're not going to be missing anything with Fallout as of yet, unless anything changes in the future. As of right now, everything is coming to PlayStation that is coming on Xbox and PC. Now, another rumour that was kicking around and a lot of people were seeing and kind of like really angry about, because I don't know why, but they just straight away got in the head that this is going to be the case and they thought this is what Expeditions was going to be. But a lot of people straight away jumped on the bandwagon saying, oh, it's not going to be a new DLC, it's all a lie, it's going to be daily ops. Well, that's not true. It's not going to be anything like that. There has been multiple places. It's like, I'm going to go into an article in a minute where it's actually like interviewing Jeff Gardner, and even he says in there it's going to have a whole new story. It'll have its own story, like mix in with the game, and it's actually going to be focused on, well, mainly focused on solo players, because a lot of the fan base in Fallout prefer the solo games. A lot of people have wanted Fallout 5. Because, like, multiplayer just isn't their thing, which is fair enough. This is a game that comes from a single-player background. Fallout 76 is the first one where it is an online multiplayer game, and it's fair enough. I understand that, but this is going to be something for them type of people that don't want to be playing in a team, that want to go off, do their own quests and stuff, and something even better than that, it's going to be repeatable as well. So, without any more being said on that, let's jump straight in and take a look at this article that was interviewing Jeff Gardner, who's one of the lead developers in Fallout 76. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the article here. It's by Newsweek, written by someone called Harrison Abbott. I will link this all down in the description if you want to go check it out yourself. This is just the trailer for the pit. But as you can see, going into it here, it's quite a lengthy article, to be fair. Like, we've got all this stuff right here. There's quite a bit on it. So let's quickly have a little scan and read over it type of thing. Basically, this is just introducing it, this bit here, but there is some like key important factors in this. So it says, Fallout 76 Expeditions The Pit is scheduled for release in 2022, and the team over at Bethesda Softworks hopes it will be the game's most replayable content yet. Newsweek spoke to Bethesda's project leaders about the expansion, which was announced this year at E3, and the return to Fallout's post-apocalyptic version of Pittsburgh. And basically what it is, the pit, I didn't actually know what it was. I never played this DLC, but now I've watched Oxhorn's playthrough. If you haven't seen that and you don't know what the pit is, I'd recommend just go check it out. He did a very good, detailed playthrough, as he always does. He's very descriptive. He goes into all the lore of everything, and it's very good just to kind of see what he says, and he covers literally every single aspect, different endings, all sorts. So definitely check it out if you haven't. But yeah, basically it says here, the region, whatever that word is, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, known in game as The Pit, debuted back in Fallout 3 in 2009, and in that DLC, players were able to explore irradiated ruins of Pennsylvania, which had been overtaken by a faction of sadistic raiders who ran the area like a slave compound. Upon the arrival to the pit, you were stripped of all your gear and forced into labour in an underground mill until you successfully worked your way out of captivity. once you had reclaimed your freedom, you had the opportunity to either side with the raiders, or you could go and fight against them and cause like a big uprising. It was a really cool DLC. I loved the actual idea of the place. It was this huge irradiated area that was full of these new creatures that got added in, and it was mad. They were like kind of like Wendigos. I can't remember the name. I've literally just forgot them off the top of my head. I don't know if it says anywhere else. There were cannibal monsters. What were they called again? Trogs, that was it, Trogs. So these Trogs were there. They basically were like Wendigos. And you could go out at one point, go into this place to go find, I think it was like iron ore or something you had to go and get. I can't remember. But you had to go out there to collect all of this stuff. And it was literally this absolutely destroyed wasteland full of radiation. And you had to defend against this. So I would love to see this as kind of being an end game area for all the high levels that's kind of sick of doing the repeatable locations for XP and stuff. It would be amazing if we could go here and like you'd go wandering around this irradiated area, and it would be full of these high level trogs where you're fighting them and it's a challenge and stuff. And imagine if there was like Scorch Beasts could literally be there. I know like they weren't in Fallout 3, but we're going back to these at like a certain date during the Fallout 76 time period where the Scorch Beasts, and Pittsburgh isn't that far away from West Virginia. So these things could have easily flown there. I do think that in the actual trailer, when you watch it back and listen to it, it sounds like something with wings taken off. So I'm guessing there's going to be Scorch Beasts there. I might be wrong, we'll have to wait and see. But this is something that I've been looking forward to get added into Fallout 76 for so long. It is literally like going to be so good. It'll be game changing as long as they do it right. So I really, really am looking forward to it. Going back onto the article now though, it says, in addition to boasting a compelling narrative, the original Pit DLC also featured memorable weapons, engrossing lore, and repulsive Trog creatures. These were essentially mutated humans who had been exposed to irradiated water and subsequently devolved into primordial cave dwellers who were afraid of sunlight. The cannibal monsters hunted in packs, scampered around on all fours, and feasted on human flesh. So very similar to Wendigos, like I say. And it says here, with Fallout 76 new Expedition series, which will see the multiplayer title expand beyond Appalachian Mountain Range into various neighbouring locations. So pay attention to that, various. So there's going to be more than one. Players can now look forward to revisiting the pit, albeit with an entirely new storyline. So there's going to be a new storyline, and there's going to be more than one of these. Like, I'm guessing this is going to be the new route for a bit, like for the next couple of years maybe, where they're going to take us into all these other locations. Instead of adding in more and more quests into the already like West Virginia area where we've got like, what is it, four quest lines now, all in West Virginia, because we've got Stale Rain, Stale Dawn, Wastelanders, and obviously the original quest line that came standard when the game came out. But yeah, there's going to be multiple there. So it says here as well, everything we learned about Fallout 76, the pit. So the project is being overseen by Jeff Gardner. Now, funny enough, Jeff Gardner, I can't remember if I read it in here, but he also produced the Fallout 3. It says here actually, having supervised the original DLC for Fallout 3. So he actually supervised the pit in Fallout 3, and now he's like helping bring it to Fallout 76. Going on like this is basically the really important stuff. There's lots of cool features in this bit. It says here, specifically, he indicated that the expansion will be very story driven and that it will be geared towards repeat playthroughs, although he did not explicitly confirm that there will be branching paths. So branching paths would be, say, in Stale Rain and Stale Dawn, where you could either choose to side with Knight Shin or Paladin Romani. That's what it means by that. But the very cool thing here, just to prove the kind of misinformation in the community wrong, it's very story driven. So a lot of people, like I said earlier, thought this was going to be like a new daily ops, something like that. It's not. It's coming with its own story. As it says here, like all this information is being brought from Mark Tucker and Jeff Gardner. So this is coming straight from like the mouth of the developers. This is what this has been written on. They've been given the information by them, and so it's all basically true. Unless obviously things change along the way, but this is what they want to do with it. They want to make it story driven. Gardner said, "We decided on the pit because it's local to West Virginia and it's a great narrative location. The designers have thought long and hard about how to make content that is both fun and repeatable." So by fun, let's pray to God I'm right, and it is a location you can go as a high level to fight the trogs and stuff. That would be awesome. And obviously repeatable. But it would be nice to have repeatable quests. I'd love to be able to do like the quest lines in Fallout 76 again and do them like repeatable. Don't know why we can't. It would be cool if we could. It says the pit has got really unique mechanics, a really cool story, and repeatable content, so players can enjoy it more than once. Mark Tucker, who's the design director of Fallout 76, echoed these sentiments, highlighting that the expansion will be overtly story-driven and accessible for those who prefer to experience things solo. So like I said earlier on, if you are a solo player that's like begging for Fallout 5, it's a long time away, guys. Like Bethesda's realized how much money and how much more money they can make from these online games and how much people play them. And to be fair, like I've said this before, as much as your favorite Fallout game might be Fallout 4, might be Fallout 3, might be New Vegas, I can guarantee most players have put more hours into Fallout 76 than the other Fallouts. Like it's just, it just is the way it is. Like that is why they want to do it. They want to keep pushing it because people play it more, people spend more money on it, whether it's the Atomic Shop, Fallout First, whatever it is. A lot of people put a lot of money into this game, and that's why they want to keep pushing it, because it makes a lot of money and people enjoy it. Tucker said, "It's a tricky balance because our game is really unique. We've got a split in our player base. We have those who play amongst almost completely in teams, and we have players who never join teams. So we have to make sure that we are providing great options for both. Right now, if you are a person that doesn't really like playing in teams and doing stuff as in groups, like events and stuff, you're probably pretty bored with this game. You've done the quest line and you're like, well, I don't really want to go and do events and stuff because there's loads of players there. I want to do my own thing. Maybe some people do private worlds that feel like that, and they've got a private world and they just go and do everything on their own. But realistically, there is a lot like that we're missing for them type of players. So it's going to be exciting, very exciting for them type of players for when this comes out. Then it goes on, just this is the final bit here, so not much more reading for you guys, don't worry. It says here, the future roadmap of Fallout 76. Return to the subject of the pit. Gardner said, "We have been talking about expeditions for a long time. They have gone through several iterations and we are really excited to talk about it more next year." So this is going to be the other places that's coming to the game. More exciting stuff, more places getting added in, and it's just going to be awesome. I can't wait. It says here, the pit is just the first of the locations we hope to do, and we have several others in mind. There's a lot of places, new and old, where we can explore the lore of Fallout. We're really excited for this new chapter. See, it's just going to be awesome. I cannot wait, honestly. And it says here, prior to Expeditions, Fallout 76 will be getting 3 major updates in 2021. The first is Steel Rain, which releases today and provides a definitive ending of the Brotherhood of Steel saga, then followed by an update to Private Worlds in the fall, which is going to be more like a PvP type of thing from what I can make out so far. It's going to be like, you can add in like survival mode elements type of thing to the game. And then we're going to get the Tales from the Stars DLC in the winter, which we don't know much on so far. I don't know anything about it. I haven't seen much, and I haven't honestly got a clue. Maybe it's something to do with Zetans. I hope it is. That would be really cool. But we'll have to wait and see for that. It says here, Bethesda are also hoping that new additions will encourage players to give Fallout 76 another chance. Talking about the future of the game, Gardner said, "There is a lot more exciting things. There's a lot more coming to Fallout 76. Mark and I are road mapping out the next 2 years, so it's a really exciting time." And that is the end of that article, guys. So, like I say, a lot of cool things on the way. There's going to be multiple expeditions. There is going to be another DLC at the end of this year. There's also going to be the update to Private Worlds. The future of this game is extremely bright. It's going to be really good. It's just a time game, guys. I can't wait for some of this stuff. It sounds absolutely awesome. They're literally doing all sorts as well to cater for everyone, which is just like awesome. Sorry, it's better if I switch to this camera. But yeah, they're literally catering to like everyone. Like they're bringing out the private world thing, which is meant to be focused on the PvP type of players. So you're gonna have like the survival aspect. You go in up to 8 players, unless you update and change it like 16 or 12. But at the minute it's 8. So you can get like all these people coming in, and you can all fight each other. You can join teams and fight each other in your private world if you want, with all these new settings you can add on. Then there's the Tales from the Stars DLC in the winter. That's gonna be really cool. So many stuff to look forward to, guys. So yeah, like don't sleep on Fallout 76 and don't give up on it, because you know, if you need to take a break, if you get bored of if you've done everything, then you know, take a break. It's fine to take a break. You're not just leaving the game. Like you are allowed to play other games, but like just keep an eye on all the stuff coming to this game. Like we've just had Stale Rain, really good. Well, I personally really enjoyed it, but a lot of people's complain it's too short. You know, it kind of please everyone. But yeah, never mind. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you found this video informative. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.